Welcome to this Flight Simulator update movie. In this movie, we're gonna look at the latest additions to the marketplace for Flight Simulator 2020, the PC version. As you can see, there are in total 31 new items which are being added to the store. So let's start with the first one, which is the Airbus A320 Retro liveries by Perfect Flight. This, I would say, is a cool package which includes 10 liveries for multiple airliners, as you can see. Uh, so that's cool, right? So these are, I would say, the retro liveries applied to the Airbus A320, Air Malta, Austrian Airlines. So pretty cool. Then the next one is the first aircraft, is the Tecnam P2006T analog plus digital bundle. So this is a bundle version, right? So it includes 2 individual items, as you can see. So you can enjoy this nice aircraft, which is a twin-engine, 4-seat light aircraft manufactured by Tecnam. That's an Italian aircraft manufacturer. So that's really cool. What does it include? Numerous animations like doors, cockpit, buttons, switches and knobs, walk-arounds, dynamic load and paper checklist, as well as the physically rendered or based rendering, PBR materials, highly detailed textures, several real-world liveries included. That's cool. And also the cargo version is there, including dynamic loading, which likely means that you can load the aircraft with other things, right? So it's not static. Then there's the native Microsoft Flight Simulator icing and rain effects. And there are some custom and detailed systems like the GPS options, the GNS 430 by working title, or you can use the GTN 750 by PMS. And keep in mind that the 750 from PMS is there's a free version and paid version, so be aware of that. There's also a customized version of the G1000 NXI from working title, as well as a custom Stack 55X autopilot. Custom tablet, including moving map, weight menu, interactive walk around, GPU and aircraft options. And I'd say all kind of cool things which are there, right? So here you can see what you get, right? So you will get this one, which is a Tecnam P2006T analog, as well as the 2006T MK2. So 2 aircrafts for the price, well, not of one, right? Well, almost one. Well, the bundle version is cheaper, right? So and here you can see some screenshots. So if you love flying this Tecnam, then you could consider buying this one because it includes the bundle, right? So you get 2 for a reduced price. Then we've got a lot of things from Inibuilds. It are a lot of livery packs. It's the A300 American Airlines Carriers Livery Pack number 1. Keep in mind that you need to have the A306R from Inibuilds themselves, because else it might not work, if I'm correct. It's not really stated anywhere, but I do think that there's a dependency on that. So keep that in mind, that there might be a dependency on that. And here you can see the American Airlines ones. Then the next one is the American Freighters livery pack number 1 for the same aircraft. Of course, different liveries because those freighters UPS, then not a UPS, and then we can see FedEx, right? So also some livery packs for those. Then we've got the Asian livery packs, also from the same developer, right? So in this case, Mahan Air, Thai Air, and Garuda Indonesia. Same thing is there for the European airliners. You can see Italia, Air France, Monarch, as well as Lufthansa. And the last one, well, you can check it, right? That's Hapag-Lloyd. So cool. Then scrolling down, we will find more because there's more to come. Again, here are the European carriers livery pack number 2, right? This pack number 2. Only then focusing on the European carriers. You can see Hapag-Lloyd is represented here, as well as AON. As well, I don't know this brand, but cool things. Then they also have pack number 1, of course, or pack number 3 already. Air France. So a lot of cool things, right? So A lot of liveries have been released by Inibuilds, right? And we can go to this list ever and ever, right? Because it's a pretty long list. They released 3 packages for freighters, for European freighters, as you can see, because this is pack number 1, right? DHLs included, Island Fluke cargo. So a lot of fun if you want to fly using a different livery in the A320-600 from Inibuilds. Then, with all those liveries, we also got some other stuff. First of all, we've got the A320s routes, British Airways volume number 1. So we've seen this package being released by VA Systems, right? Which are, let's say, real, airways or routes which they're using. And in this case, you will get 16 meticulously, always a hard word, recreated A320 routes. Will take you from the primary hub of British Airways, London Heathrow, and then throughout multiple parts of the world. So 16 routes as mentioned. Delivery is included, and it will fit on the custom Asobo or fits on the Asobo A320, right? So keep that in mind that you need to have the Asobo default A320 because else it will not work. And yeah, screenshots, right? So this delivery pack, right, which is there. Then they also released a similar package, only then for the American Airlines. So in this case, the American Airlines 28 distinct real-world A320 and Boeing 738 family routes that take you from Miami, Chicago, Dallas, Charlotte, Los Angeles, Philadelphia, Phoenix, and New York to the depths of Chicago. So if you love flying to Chicago, then you can fly 64 schedules across 28 routes from the US to Mexico. So cool stuff. Then the same developer, VA Systems, has released the Airport SIT training John F. Kennedy, right? SIT, Standard Instrumental Departure. That's the, I would say, abbreviation. And then you can practice using the A320, Boeing 747, and Boeing 787. And then you can, I would say, train your departing routes from John F. Kennedy. So in total, 162 scenarios, which they provide. So really cool. Keep in mind that the Boeing 787 requires the deluxe package, because if you don't have it, then you won't see them. And as it looks like, they also included some liveries to sponsor their brand, as it looks like. Then the Airport Star Training, Abu Dhabi, OMAA, right? That's the ICAO code. That's a training pack for standard terminal approach route or arrival route, into Abu Dhabi International. So if you love flying into that direction and you want to practice the 20 stars which are inbound to Abu Dhabi, then you might want to try this. Here the same is applicable, right? If you don't have the deluxe package, then you can't use the Boeing 787 missions. With that, we're at the next one, also from VA Systems, the Departure Challenges Virgin Atlantic Volume number 1. As the name already would say, tells, right? It are departure challenges, in this case for 2 aircrafts, the Boeing 747 as well as the Boeing 787. And then you have a lot of taking off at a different selection of the Caribbean airports. So each mission uses the standard instrumental departures, right? And then you can practice a lot. 1 online, 2 unique scenarios. Again, here the same is applicable. If you don't have the deluxe package, then you can't use the 787 missions. Then something new, Aberdeen International Airport, Echo Golf Papa Delta by Aura Scenery. So they updated this airport, which is 7 miles from the city center, right? And is the main gateway to Aberdeen and the northeastern Scotland. There's not too much information about what's included in this package, so let's have a look at some of the screenshots. But it looks, I would say, pretty cool. You can see some ground trucks, some buses, parking lots. Pretty detailed, as you can see. Traffic tower. Fire trucks. A lot of cool things. Then we've got Nova Wing 24, which have released their F4 Phantom 1435 flight delivery pack. So this is a flight livery pack, so it doesn't contain the aircraft itself. So keep that in mind, that if you want to use this livery pack, you need to have this aircraft. And that aircraft is being developed by DC Designs, right? So keep that in mind. As you can see, there's a long list of liveries included. The Fate, right? This aircraft arrival as a part of the 1990 rotation of the aircraft, up to, let's say, 1988 or back to 1988, the Desperation. And here you can see the details of that livery pack. So if you love flying jets and you already have this one, right, from DC Design, then you can now buy a livery pack, which adds some more realistic liveries. As you can see, it's pretty, say, mirroring, right? You can see the usage also here, so pretty cool. Then from the same developer, we've got the F4 Phantom test aircraft livery pack. So this was likely used during testing of the aircraft. That then it always has, I would say, some separate liveries or special liveries. And that's also available. So 2 packages. Again, this also requires you to have the DC design aircraft. Then we've got Nantucket Memorial Airport, Kilo Alpha Charlie Kilo, created by Spinoza. It's a public airport on the south side of the island of Nantucket, Massachusetts, United States. So what did they include? They include 2 asphalt runways, 6 and 24, ILS-DME equipment with approved GPS approaches, as well as 15 and 33 as approved GPS approaches. It's a touristic destination, as you can see. There's not too much included or about the airport itself. However, it looks like that there are some points, right? The Brand Point Lighthouse is included in the scenery, right? And they also, I would say, made you aware of several other things which you could add. And these are some screenshots which you can see. Again, right? Pretty detailed, pretty nice airport. You can see some people also walking over here. Night lightning, as you can see. So nice. Then scrolling down the list, we will find Stealthy Duck, which has released Granbury Regional Airport, Kilo Golf Delta Juliet. It's a public airport located 2 nautical miles west of the central business district of Granbury, a city of Hood County in Texas. Carelight and Air Evac helicopter liveries provided by Dark Angel, right? So it looks like they've got some static scenery also in that. So let's have a look at it. But here you can see the hangars. Air Evac. So also pretty nice one. In this case, Granbury Regional Airport. Then Pokemon 287 has released the Laredo International Airport, Kilo Lima Romeo Delta. It's 4 miles from the border between Mexico and the US. It's a former US Air Force airbase, and it was donated to the city. So what did they do? They did a complete redesign, including the in and out flight experience for this airport, adding new taxiways, improved night lighting, parking positions, based on the information which was, I would say, available. And here you can see some of the screenshots, right? Okay, pretty nice. Then Fuel Air has released the Salt Lake City International Airport, Kilo Sierra Lima Charlie. It's a joint military public airport located 4 miles west of downtown Salt Lake City, Utah, in the United States. So what did they include? It has a single terminal with 2 concourses connected by an underground tunnel for a total of 68 gates. Features highly detailed PBR buildings or PBR texturing used for buildings. Terminal interior is also modeled. 110 custom modeled buildings, including the static KC-135 aircraft. Completely modeled ground polygon included, including realistic decals, dirt, taxi lines and surfaces, as well as custom animated jetways, animated tracks, green line train, airline parking codes, updated AFCAD parking spots, taxiways, taxi names, taxi signs, a lot of other cool stuff, and then also night lightning, of course. And the airport is updated to the latest information which was available regarding the new terminal construction, which is completed later in 2027. And here you can see the monorail, right? So pretty cool, right? So if you look at these images, then you can see that they spent some serious time on creating this nice airport. So if you love flying in that area, then this could be one which you could consider to buy. Then further down the list, we find again landing challenges, in this case for British Airways, volume number 2 by VA Systems. It's located to the France airport, as you can see, and it's using the standard terminal arrival routes the British Airways would have used while inbound to the destination airport. In this case, 48 unique scenarios. Delivery from British Airways is included, so keep that in mind. So again, really cool that they released this package. Then AGSIM, they released the Lomes Airfield Lima Sierra Zulu Tango. Lomes is in the canton of Thurgau, Switzerland. It's a grass airport, so be careful with it. You can't land on it probably using one of the, let's say, bigger airlines. It includes 3D buildings created with details, 8K, high quality of PBR textures, handmade ground textures, hand-placed custom direction and runway markings, vegetation and watercourse arrangement, 3D people, static aircrafts, working clock, working landing tee, wind-dependent flags, custom windsocks, living atmosphere, and a lot of other cool things. And here you can see the screenshots, right? So that's why I say, right, you can't land on it using let's say, an airliner. Maintenance buildings, including some aircrafts which are placed into those buildings. Refueling available. So again, nice. Then Pavel Movzer, sorry if I pronounce your name incorrectly, but that's how I think it should be pronounced. Bratislava Airport, Lima Zulu India Bravo. It's the biggest airport in the Slovak Republic, 90 or 9 kilometers from the city center, not 99. So what does it include? Aerial covering the territory of the airport, made in CGL format, 3D objects, models of lamps along the runway, taxiway apron with lightning connected to them, original signs, detailed passenger terminal with interior, animated passengers, also pretty cool, and detailed logistic parks are also included, as well as shopping centers which are located near runway 04. Detailed custom buildings of Slovak air traffic control, animated cars, and a lot of other goods. So this is also one which includes a lot of features, right? Including moving objects. And that's not what you always see, right? So this is the traffic tower. You can see the fire trucks. So pretty cool. Scrolling down the list, we will find the MiG 1.44 by M Scenery. It's another jet fighter, right? Same description as always, I would say. Highly detailed model, fully animated, 3D cockpit animated, 90% Volta gouges, frame rate friendly, as well as highly detailed textures, 4K, 8K, high definition, PBR. And then this is the aircraft, right? So if you look at it, same cockpit as always, almost, only different buttons. Then if you would love to try riding a motorcycle, then Live2Air released the Ninja H2R, which you can use in Flight Simulator. I'm not going to go into too much details for this because it's Flight Simulator. It's not Motor Simulator. Then Nova Wing 24 has released the Red Tails P51D Reno livery pack. So this is indeed for one of the Reno aircrafts. It requires you to have the P51D, right? So either you need to buy the complete expansion pack or you need to have, I would say, this aircraft, which is also available as, I would say, a separate one, if I'm correct. And then you can enjoy this nice livery released by Nova Wing. Then El Dorado International Airport, Sierra Kilo Bravo Oscar. It's in Colombia, Bogota. So it's an international airport serving the Bogota, Colombia and the surroundings. Not too much information about what's included, but here we can see some screenshots. So you can still fly to Bogota if you want using this nice package. So pretty cool. Then the Tecnam P2006T and the P2012, we already discussed them because they were available or are available as a bundle. So I will not will go again to them. But keep in mind that those are available also as a bundle, which is, I would say, against a very attractive price. Then last but not least, we've got the Antarctica Casey Airport, Yankee Charlie Sierra Kilo by Aerosoft. It's a long time ago that they released something to the marketplace, but really cool that they are now back. So what's included at a detailed Casey station with all the buildings, Wilkins Aerodrome Skyway, 70 kilometers south of the base, Casey Skyway, lots of animations, including animals, vehicles, boats, and people, including probably the first animated penguins and tracked vehicles in MSFS. Cool. Plenty of custom created sounds, coverage beyond the base with aerial imagery at various resolutions along the coast. Penguin colonies, as you can see, carefully crafted landscape, including updated water bodies, also always interesting. And here you can see what it looks like, right? So this is the base. And this is really an upgrade compared to the default, let's say, airport, which is included in Flight Simulator. Can tell you. And with that, I would say we're already at the end of the review, right? So we reviewed all the 31 items which are added. Well, this one is available also as 2 separate items. So I wouldn't say, okay, hey, these are really new, right? Because these are also available as separate ones. So a lot of livery packs, a lot of new airports, a lot of mission packs also included. So choose wisely this week which one you want to buy. And if you bought one of them, then let us know via the comment box below this video what your experience is with the product which you bought. Here ends this video. I hope you liked it. If you liked it, then consider using the like button. If you got questions or comments, then feel free to post them in the comment box below. And if you want to stay up to date about new videos I'm posting, then make sure that you're subscribing to my channel. Thanks for watching and see you next time.